Fuck these fucking Bethesda motherfuckers. Let's do this.
What's up, everybody? This is the post-game report. I'm gonna name this one episode 321 because why not, right? But we're gonna cover the Microsoft portion of E3. They're going to kick off today's E3 events. But last night, Bethesda kicked off E3 in freaking kick-ass fashion. Now, I know Fallout 4 is very dear to your heart, Soldier.
Damn right
So
it
why
is.
don't you kick it off, man?
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure because there's freaking noise coming out of every fucking speaker in my house. I don't know what's going on.
Really? What does it sound like? I have a fan. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
No, it's you. It's your voice coming out of my speakers. I just had to turn them off.
Okay. Well, as podcaster number one, my voice just seeps out of everywhere, bro. I just want to throw that out. Go ahead, bro.
So what were you asking about?
Fallout 4, dude.
Oh my god, we're gonna go straight to Fallout 4?
Yes,
right.
Of course.
All right, I thought okay. Wow. So I mean, watching it yesterday, I had a smile on my face the whole time.
Did you get chub?
I got the biggest chub. My charisma was at 10 for that. If there was an 11, it'd be at 11. But oh my god, dude, my boner was at least a 10 charisma.
Wow, that's pretty disturbing.
Yeah, I enjoyed the graphics. A lot of people are really hung up on the graphics, but I think they looked okay. A lot of people have to realize that for the world they've created, you can't have these crazy, amazing looking graphics.
I totally agree because we're talking about a different. I'm trying to find the right word, but the overall, when we look at the overall game and the enormity of the map or
the world
you can't have
go anywhere.
The Order 1886 type graphics,
right? And for the graphics they do have, I think it looks great. I mean, they look better than the last Skyrim game, and that looked like a really good game.
Now, that was most likely on a PC, but I got a feeling like they're doing The Witcher 3. They're taking that route where they're coming with a good medium so that the game can look not equally as good as it does on a high-end PC, but not too far off.
The trailer didn't look as good as this, right?
No, it didn't. What they showed yesterday looked really freaking impressive.
It did, and I'm sure they were running on a PC, like you said. But I mean, if they can get close to that, I think I'm still going to be happy because Fallout games are not really about the graphics. It's about the experiences. It's about the storytelling, about RPG and leveling up and setting your stats and getting your character exactly how you like them, so that you can play the game how you want. Because really, this is an adventure where you put yourself in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yes.
This is what it's all about. This is you surviving in that world because you create that character, you make it your own game.
Exactly. And a lot of people who were critiquing the visuals for whatever reason before, they ate a lot of crow because the overall picture looked phenomenal. Now we have TG1 Eddie. What's up, brother?
What's up? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I thought because my mic said it was off.
Now, we were talking about Fallout 4. Have any thoughts in regards to that?
I gotta say, I was very impressed with the game. At first, I look at it, I was like, the graphics are
fucking
max
headroom.
The same shit, yo. No, I looked at it and I was like, yo, this is PS3 and Xbox 360 graphics. But once he got out of the vault and they started to show everything, I was like, yeah, I have to eat my own shit, man.
So you one of the people I was just talking about that.
Yeah, you know why? Because I jumped the gun. Like when I saw it, I was like Fallout, and then I'm looking and I'm like, really? They're making a big deal, and this shit looks the same thing. But once they got into it and they showed the work, I was like, oh, this shit is good.
Yeah, looks great. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to John Getz. He's watching the stream right now. He's been hitting us up from the very beginning to see what time we're going to come on. So thanks a lot, John. So yeah, man, the crowd was extremely hyped during this Bethesda press conference. They started off with Doom 4, which there were a lot of times it looked like a cutscene. So that definitely was a big giveaway that it was on a high-end PC.
Yes.
What do you guys think about Doom 4? Is it a game that you're going to pick up, Eddie?
I'll pick it up, but I'm like I was talking to Dio about it. I'm not picking it up day one because it looks like a game that you can get very tired of it very quick because it could become repetitive after a while. So this is one of those games where, yeah, I want to play it, but I'll wait maybe like 2 or 3 months when it goes down in price, and you can pick it up for a better deal.
Yeah, I played all the Dooms, even on the Atari Jaguar. I mean, it's a PC game, and you can see the way the movements and everything. It's a very fast pace. I mean, it was one of the games that brought the first person genre to the masses, and I'm glad they left that there. They left even though in the beginning it looked like Master Chief putting on his helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
And then you see certain things a la Call of Duty-ish, Halo-ish, where when they jump on a platform and he's climbing up and stuff like that, whereas before you just jumped. So you're seeing a lot of new with old, and that is great because that thing looked really, that demo looked really freaking good. What about you, Soldier?
Yeah, I was not impressed with Doom, and I gotta say that I really hate repetitive shooters, and this is what it felt like to me. I mean, it makes some fucking crazy looking games. They made that one game on Xbox 360 where they use that crazy ID Tech 6 engine, the ID Tech 6, whatever they're calling it, and the world was huge. The graphics looked great, but it had no fucking story. It pretty much was a fetch quest. I forgot what the game was called. What was that shit called? You guys remember what I'm talking about?
Wolfenstein or
No, it was on the Xbox 360, and it looked great. It was a id game, and it looked kind of like Borderlands, but without the cartoony feel to it.
Oh wow. You talking about the one with the grapple?
No,
that was it, right? With the grapple, right? He had a grapple, and it was first person.
No, I don't think it wasn't. Shit, man, I wish I fucking had the game here still. I used to have it, but I don't see it in my thing anymore. It was pretty much. I'll think of the game. I'll look it up in a little bit, but it had the same type of graphics, and it makes all those crazy shooters on the iPad. They're like touch-sensitive games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I mean, it had that same look, same feel with the enemies that run at you, and that stuff to me gets pretty boring after a while. I mean, if you look at it, there was no dialogue. I didn't see no type of level up system. For what I can tell, the story's going to be Space Marine fighting hell, So, I mean, that dude, Marty Stratton, I think, he even showed off the multiplayer, and that looked even smaller scale to me. It looked like...
well, that's old school Doom,
Yeah,
Doom,
it looked like the characters had
Unreal.
shrunk.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like the characters had shrunk, and it didn't look as... The single player was definitely more polished than the multiplayer. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, okay. Well, that's with most games, but we will get a map editor, so I can expect loads of freaking community created apps, and that's gonna be freaking. That's gonna be something. It's definitely Bethesda came out and set the tone for E3, and with Doom. There's a map creator. Then you have what was that Bethesda? What's their website? Their portal or whatever they were talking about.
I didn't write that down.
Something like that.
Battle Connect or something. I don't know what the fuck.
So they also came out with. Well, they didn't show anything in regards to Dishonored 2, but they showed a trailer, and they announced that they're also going to bring out a collector's edition for the first Dishonored that's going to come out for Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Yeah, another collector's edition.
You mean remastered?
Remastered.
Remastered.
We don't have enough remastered out there now.
Well,
and please don't tell me Dishonored is a game that people haven't played. That game is not even, like 2 years old or something like that?
That's what I remember.
They're going to introduce you to, a lot of these people are playing these games for the first time. Like, I didn't really get into Dishonored. But now I have that option if I want to be introduced to Dishonored and give it an honest try. I have that option, but people don't have to buy these games, these remasters. You look at the Uncharted collection. That's mainly for people who want to be introduced to that whole universe, to Nathan Drake and company. Same thing with the Master Chief collection. Even though it was, for me as a Halo fanatic, it was something that was extremely welcomed. It wasn't directly meant for me. It was meant for those new people who never played Halo, and they have the luxury of playing 4 of those titles in one shot. So I'm not really necessarily as upset with remasters or collector's editions like you already, because that's not all we have. If that was all we were getting, then yes, it would be time. It will be time to be alarmed in our industry. But we're not getting just remasters. We're getting a crap load of games. So fall is going to be another. I mean, we all know that every fall there's a lot of money to be spent.
I kind of agree with Eddie because the remastered. I mean, if it was like a snack, dinner's coming out later, but here's a snack for you guys, Okay, cool. Price it as a snack price. Don't fucking charge me.
Is it going to be? Did they announce a price? Because I don't remember.
I mean, I'm just going by all the other remasters. Most of them have been full price, $60. I mean, I know there's a few that haven't. I think Tomb Raider was $50, wasn't it? I don't remember. But I feel like they're giving us all these remasters at the regular price. Now, if they were to say, yeah, you know what, Dishonored, the remastered collection's coming out for $30 this October or whatever, I think people will be more excited for remasters at that point than if they were. Because listen, they've already fucking made their money off the first game. Yeah, they're putting in work to develop the game and make it better graphic, make it look better. But I think that they're double dipping, like to the extreme. It's like people say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, that's what they're fucking doing. They're re-releasing the games and then they're charging you full price most of the times.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, it's not like people were begging for this remaster. So
no,
it's a business decision. Obviously, they felt like it was something that they can use resources on.
And it's because of stupid consumers, JBB. Because you think about it, the idiots are gonna go out and buy it the first week for $60, and then week 2 it'll probably drop to $40, and then before you know it, it's in the bargain bin for $30. And that's how it's going to go. That's why they price them at $60 because they know there's going to be a shit ton of idiots that are going to buy it that first week anyway. Well, that's another topic, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, look, my theory is that the more choices we have, the more flexibility we have as a consumer. We can choose to buy it, or we can choose, like you were stating, to let it drop down in price. I'm okay with that. If the publisher or the developers, they feel like they have the resources to do it, as long as it doesn't affect, like, for example, Uncharted 4 or Dishonored 2, then it's okay with me. But if we start seeing that resources are being allocated and it's directly affecting the big picture, then it's time for them to stop. But these are all business decisions. It's not like there's a freaking fan base for Dishonored. Maybe Dishonored 2 is going to be that damn good.
Before I say anything about Dishonored 2, the game I was thinking about earlier was Rage. Okay. that was that id game that looked fucking awesome, but there was no story and it was just a fetch game. Dishonored 2, man, the only thing I can say is that I definitely look forward to playing it. And didn't it remind you like a true sequel to a Fable game?
Nah, not necessarily. It kind of reminded me of a cutscene to The Order with that steampunk and that
That's
time.
why, to me, it
time.
reminded me of a Fable game. Like it just had that
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
feeling,
I can see what you're
especially
saying.
with the cutscene. You know, I mean, of course, a Fable cutscene would be longer and have chickens involved and feathers, but I felt like I missed Fable when I saw that.
Chicken choker. What was it?
Yeah,
Chicken kicker or chicken choker? Or
chicken kicker, chicken punter, all kinds of chicken shit.
I know Eddie was the chicken choker.
Yes, I was.
Ooh.
Nah. So we had Dishonored 2, and then of course Fallout 4. So
And Battle Cry, which I have no interest in.
yeah, Battle Cry. It looked like it was a ways off. There's currently a beta, so I guess they have to announce it. And there are some people playing that beta right now. Nothing I'm really interested in.
No, it looked like a cheap copy of Team Fortress.
Exactly. Now, back to Fallout 4 because that
Yes,
was the main event. I mean,
Yeah.
quite frankly. And we're going to be talking here until 12:30 p.m. Eastern. That is when the briefing for Microsoft and Xbox begins. So you've been playing Fallout Shelter.
Oh my God.
Yo, this game is addicting.
I played it last night. I kept refreshing until it popped up. Unfortunately, it's not available right now on Android devices or the iPhone. But you can
No,
play it on the iPad.
it's available on the iPhone.
Oh, it is? All right, cool.
I'm
I
playing
know
it
last
on the
night
iPhone.
somebody
Yeah.
was trying to download it and they couldn't. But it's compatible with iOS 7 and up. So there's an opportunity for people who possibly own an iPad 2, iPad I don't know, iPad whatever, because there's so many of them. But Soldier, being that you posted your freaking stats and stuff like that on Twitter, tell us exactly what Fallout Shelter is all about.
Okay, Fallout Shelter is pretty much a 2D version of a freaking Smurf Village, of The Simpsons, of every other freemium game out there,
Mhm.
But it's based in the Fallout universe. And pretty much what you do is you're the overseer. Now, for those not familiar with Fallout games, once the bombs went off and everybody went to live in the vault underground, there usually was one guy in charge. He was called the overseer. He was in charge of everything that had to do with that vault, like assigning jobs, rooms, maintenance, supplies. He was the end all be all inside the vault. So in this game, Fallout Shelter, you play actually as an overseer, and your job is to run a successful vault. You have vault dwellers that come into your vault, and you have to keep them happy. You have to populate the vault. You have to make sure everything's running, and it becomes self-sufficient. Right now, I think I have 34 dwellers, and I've built a shit ton of rooms. You can have up to 200 dwellers per vault, and the game is super addicting because there's no time limit on builds. So if you guys remember Smurf Village, if you wanted to build a house, they would charge you either 8 hours of time or freaking 10 buckets of Smurf berries or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Which heroic Superman, if you remembered, he was hooked on the Smurfs.
Yeah, and so you would either have to wait the 8 hours or pay a fucking bucket of Smurf berries to get your house to be built. Well, in this, there isn't that time limit. You just build it and it shows up. Really, there is nothing you have to buy in this game. The only thing you can buy in this game, if you want, it's called the lunch boxes, right?
Lunch boxes, yeah.
Yeah. So you get rewarded lunch boxes for doing little tasks also, but basically they sell them like 15 for 10 bucks or something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I bought a couple already, obviously, because I couldn't get this far in the game without it.
I was
But
about
I
to
mean,
say you had to, because I was like, Soldier jumped from like 800 to over 2,000 points. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, and that's just the money I've upgraded almost every room I've had. I mean, I probably spent like 30 bucks on it, which is big deal, 30 bucks, right? It's just freaking lunch boxes, and you start getting all these dwellers, like these powerful weapons and armor. So pretty much it's an RPG also, So there's so much you can do. It's addicting, but like most games, these games have a pretty short shelf life, especially for me. You get them to a certain level, and after that, you're just like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of this already. I wish they would have figured out a way to tie this game into the actual Fallout game where you get in-game rewards there. I think that would have been pretty cool. But other than that, it's a good little game to just waste time until the actual Fallout game comes out in November.
Nice. What about you, Eddie?
I've started playing it last night, and I mean, I kind of suck. My people are 19% happy, so I'm trying to fix that shit.
Mine are 93% happy right now, and I'll give you some tips. Buy lunchboxes.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to
Fair
do it
enough.
without having to waste money. I'm trying to
Yeah,
do
no,
the
I
cheap way.
gotcha. Pretty much, man, you have to build them houses. Like right now, all my ladies are pregnant.
Yeah, mine too. I was gonna say
Damn.
these girls are a
That's,
little bunch of horny girls.
that's exactly. And as soon as they have a baby, you can put them back in there to pop up another kid.
Yeah,
So just like the main villain in Mad Max, the new one, have all the females pregnant.
Exactly. They're all fucking pregnant. No shoes either. I don't know. I don't want none of them wear shoes, and none of them have weapons.
What the?
damn, you don't give them weapons. I give
I don't
all just
He
in
doesn't give them
case.
no shoes. He has them out there.
There's at least 8 kids running around my fucking shit right now. It takes forever for them to grow up.
Yeah,
I
I can
mean,
see that.
yeah, but I mean, it's cool. Like right now, I have unlocked the armories, the libraries, all the not end game shit, but the high end shit. So I mean, really, you have to focus on producing power, food, and water.
Yeah,
Everything else you don't really have to do because if you start eating your shit, you start dying and your people will die. Luckily, I haven't had nobody die on me yet, but it's cool to send people out too because
they bring back stuff.
they bring back stuff exactly. So you can, and it's just drag. So you just drag them out the vault, give him some supplies, some stim packs, some radiation packs, and you send him on his way. And then you could actually read what's going on with him. Just let it go. So I mean, it's addictive because you come back to check on it every 5 minutes when there's still an hour before anything can happen. So that kind of sucks. But I mean, like I said, it's a good little time waster.
Nice, nice. So, as I stated, Bethesda kicked things off, and they set the tone. So now Microsoft needs to follow and continue that awesome tone or whatever. Because
They're too corporate, bro. Look at Todd Howard, man. Todd Howard was fucking awesome. You
Well,
can tell
remember-
this dude is a freaking gamer.
Yeah, of course. But you got to remember, while Bethesda is only showing 4 games, so technically they showed 2, Doom and Fallout 4.
They showed a teaser for Dishonored too. I guess that doesn't really count.
Nah, that just, like they had 2 demos that they can concentrate on. They could focus on, let's say, 4 games, right?
Right.
Whereas Microsoft, they need to sell. Remember, these are E3 is a trade show. They're not really talking to us. I mean, you've been to a few, Soldier. This is a trade show, so they're speaking to Target. They're speaking to Walmart. They're telling these big retailers, this is what we got this holiday. This is what you got to look forward to. Order 1 million freaking copies of Halo 5.
Yep.
Order 500,000
Pip-Boy edition.
Xbox. Exactly. So it's not necessarily for us, but they know that the consumers are also watching because that's the nature of E3 now, and they're going to throw a show. But they need, and this goes for Sony and Nintendo, they need to speak in a corporate language because there are people who are focusing on this from a corporate perspective. So we're going to get a little bit of both. Microsoft is going to come out and try to impress everyone, and that's tough. So they have to stick to their guns, highlight what the Xbox One can do, highlight what Xbox Live can do, and of course, show us some new IPs that we did not expect Microsoft to deliver. I'm not expecting Microsoft to change the gaming world, but it would be nice to see them continue their focus on making the Xbox One a gaming machine, which is what they've been doing for the last year. Granted, If we want to go with exclusives and and lineups so far for this year, that's a different story. But I strongly believe that Microsoft has learned from 2015, and in 2016 or for 2016, we're going to see what Microsoft has in store. Meaning that I strongly believe that they're going to provide a nice stream of games for 2016 instead of focusing just on the holidays, which they've done for the last 3 years. So what about you, Eddie? What do you expect Microsoft to do?
I don't know what I expect. I hope that they show us stuff that we want to play. Like, I mean, I sold my Xbox, so
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
yeah, because I had it and I felt like I wasn't getting no use out of it. Most of the games, again, it wasn't because it didn't just have games. It's just I wasn't playing with it, and most of the games that I do get, I was getting on my PS4. So I'm not gonna double dip and get 2 games for one system. So I hope that they give me a reason why to say, damn, I should have not sold it, or go back. Because, I mean, Halo is a good game that I want to maybe buy a system, but with all these other games coming out this Christmas and the holiday season, I might be holding off a little bit more than I thought on getting another Xbox.
Well, my only regret with the Xbox One is that I didn't wait. And I've stated that plenty of times.
But we all did it.
I
We all
totally
jumped the gun.
agree that there's, of course, the Master Chief Collection. So my son and I have been playing it. My son has been playing it a lot more than I have, and he told me the other day ODST was not amongst his favorite, but now he's really enjoying it a lot, and he's been playing it a bunch. So I would have probably have gotten it, but when the Master Chief Collection came out. Of course, in October 29th or around there, we're going to get Halo 5. So I would have gotten it either or. But if I would have been patient, I would have realized that, like, I don't want to sound like I'm bashing the Xbox One, but Dead Rising 3, I mean, that was my launch title, the one I picked up. I felt very disappointed with it. And after that, there was really nothing else I wanted. So it's my Halo machine, but knowing that there's a possibility that Scalebound will be a 2016 launch title, and of course we already got confirmation that Quantum Break is coming out in 2016. If you're not into Halo, definitely wait before picking up an Xbox One, because you're going to get the updated controller, and who knows what else. Maybe another price drop, maybe another bundle that is not just for the holidays, but something that just comes with the console whenever you buy it, regardless of when you buy it. What about you, Soldier?
I said this on the last episode of PGR, but Microsoft really needs, and I'm not talking about anyone else, anybody else out there in the world. I'm talking about me. Microsoft really needs to fucking surprise the shit out of me and make me want to play their games. Because right now I don't. I'm not even excited for Halo, dude. That's how fucking out of the boat I am. I played the fucking multiplayer, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't. So I mean, honestly, Microsoft, they can fucking announce 30 games, all AAA titles, and I'm like, whatever. What's Sony gonna do? Because that's how much I've gone away from Microsoft. Like before, Fallout 4 on Xbox is a no fucking brainer, but I'm definitely picking it up for PS4 this time. Definitely, and there's no question in my mind. I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the Pip-Boy edition already on Amazon for PS4.
I was gonna say Best Buy had it up too this morning and it sold out.
Pitbull edition.
The Pitbull. The Amazon sold out too, right, Soldier? I think.
I don't know. They probably did. I got mine as soon as they came up.
Yeah, I heard that a couple places already had sold out of that edition.
Because I mean, $119. That's usually what you pay for a collector's edition anyway, without anything else. I mean, I'm looking forward to the fucking game no matter what. But going back to Microsoft, they need to show a New Gears of War, not a fucking remastered, but a New Gears of War, kind of like they did with Dishonored 2.
We're gonna see something in regards.
Obviously, they're gonna show fucking Halo.
Mm-hmm. I can't
but
wait for that.
Other than that, I'm hoping they show Crackdown. I mean, it's already a year later and it's still
Don't worry about
game.
Crackdown.
They
Don't
said
worry about Crackdown.
They said it wasn't gonna be there though. It was one of those games that wasn't supposed
Yeah,
to be
they're not
there.
going to show Scalebound. They're not going to show Crackdown or
See, and that right there is a total fail. Because why would they
Break.
fucking show me Crackdown last year, and a year later still have no news
Well,
from me?
they're going to show it at Gamescom, which is a few months away, I believe. But that just tells me, this is my theory. I don't know if you guys are going to agree, but a lot of times we don't agree. But my theory is that they learned from this year. So far when it comes to big titles for the Xbox One, there hasn't really been any. Ori and the Blind Forest, really good game. I haven't finished it, so I'm going to be honest about that. But it got loads of positive feedback for being a good game. Besides that, there really was no standout. Now, in the holiday of this year, 2015, starting from October, we're going to get Microsoft's big hitters, meaning that we're going to get Halo 5, we're going to get Forza 6, and we're going to get possibly a Gears remastered. Fable Legends is going to come out some in the next few months or so. That's a free to play, and that's also going to be on PC. So we got to see about that. And then we're going to get Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. People want to say it's a timed exclusive. Regardless, it's coming out on the Xbox platform first, and so Xbox One owners have that luxury right now. So that's a damn good lineup if you ask me. But then you throw in Star Wars Battlefront, Fallout 4, talking about Black Ops 2. I mean, you have a crap load of
Destiny
multi-plats. Yeah, the Destiny DLC. You have a crap load of multi-platform games coming out around the same time. So I can see where holding back Scalebound, Crackdown, Quantum Break till 2016, so the early part of 2016, I could see that being Microsoft's plan, and also helping out those new IPs from being drowned under the weight of the big boys that are coming out this holiday season. Like Quantum Break, Scalebound, Crackdown, those games would get no playtime. I mean, I'll be honest. Look at freaking Sunset Overdrive last year. It was thrown into the mix. Didn't stand out as it should have. It was a good game. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. But had that come out earlier this year, it would have had more people playing it, more time to itself. And I believe that's what they're going to do. That's in my opinion the best strategy Microsoft can do. Release, start off this holiday season with their stream of games that leads all the way to the spring or maybe the next E3. So that's my thoughts. What do you guys think about that, dude? Is that a smart approach, or would you do something different?
Yeah, I mean that sounds good. I mean, I think Microsoft, like you said, realizes that their third-party support is going to be stronger than what they can do on the first-party. So why release first-party shit that's going to get lost in the shuffle? Release it fucking later on, and when there might even be a drought for them in the early 2016, summer 2016. So I mean, it's smart. But I mean, they know they have Halo. That's their fucking ace in the hole. The question for me is that Gears of War has traditionally been a game that always comes out in November. So are we looking at November 2016 for Gears of War 4?
Yeah.
Probably it is.
Could be.
Because wouldn't they go like that? Go with their big hitters? So you figure they do Halo this year and then Gears the next year.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate, man, that they wait so long to do stuff like this. It's just, I don't know.
Especially with this summer has been pretty good, but with the summer months when there's really nothing to play, I think they're losing money not, capturing those 2 months there. Because you're going to see Batman will do good this year. I guarantee you. Especially there's nothing to play around this time.
That's next week, man. You see on the PlayStation 4 side, there's a lot of games coming out. Might not be the familiar names we're used to, but there are games coming out. You look
Jay, you know that Batman broke Street Date, right? Have you picked it up yet?
No, I did. Oh,
yeah.
I got to call my.
Don't tell him that. He going.
Now, yeah, we have Batman. That's gonna hold us for a month or whatever, depending on the content. We have that DLC that the controversial DLC for Batman Arkham Knight. So that should hold us for a bit. And then you have Until Dawn. You have, I'm talking about the PlayStation 4 side, where we have games that we can play until the big wave comes out of multi-plat games. For Xbox One, I have a sneaking suspicion, excuse me, sneaky suspicion that Fable Legends could come out a lot sooner than we think. It should have been out already, but I wouldn't be surprised if they say, yo, Fable Legends is now available on the Xbox One and PlayStation. I mean, and PC.
That game's trash.
I haven't played the beta. Some people have. They say it looks nice. I'm sure a lot of people might be under an NDA, so that's why we're not seeing videos and whatnot of it. So I'm hearing overall some positivity, some positive feedback in regards to Fable Legends and the beta. So, I'll take that for what it's worth.
Jay, Fable Legends is as exciting to me as that strategy card game from fucking Bethesda.
Oh yeah.
That's how much I want to play both of them.
You never know. It could surprise us.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. That's the beauty of E3. Excuse me. We never know. And then we have Mad Max coming out later.
Yeah.
We have a crap load of games that are multi-plat.
But that's a game too that's coming out like in the bulk season. Like, are you really gonna not play your other games to play Mad Max? That's the problem with that. That's a game that I think should have came out now during these summer months when there's really not a lot to play.
Fable Legends is like a My Little Pony game. It's like,
Yeah.
say a My Little Pony game came out, it'd be like people would be like, oh yeah, I'm the best My Little Pony game player this side of the fucking Mississippi. No, there's just no interest in playing that shit. I mean, not for me.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It'll be tricky to see who's going to play Fable Legends. The beauty of it is that it's free to play, so we don't necessarily have to pay for it to try it out. So that's that. Now we have 12 minutes before the Xbox E3 2016.
Extravaganza.
Where are you guys watching? I have it on Spike TV.
I'm watching it on
I
the
have it
app.
on my Xbox.
Xbox.
So I'm watching it on Spike.
I figured I'd go the proper route, put it on the Xbox One,
Same here.
and free up resources on my PC.
Can my PS4 play it?
You can probably
planning
get
on
it through MajorNelson.com. No.
No, I'm gonna watch it on Spike because Spike TV
I'm sure
has
YouTube
it.
has it.
No, Spike TV has it, so I'll just watch it on the TV.
Nice. Now, I don't even know what channel Spike TV is on my.
472.
Right, so there's some rumors going around that there's going to be a rare collection,
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
and that of course will be on the Xbox One. Would you guys want that type of thing? Battletoads, Conquer.
I guess now I'm just being hateful, but I could care less. Now that I don't have one, to
Oh
me,
yeah, that's
it's
right. I
like-
keep forgetting, but
I don't know if it's just being hateful, but it's just like I said, to me, they really have to show me here that I was dumb for getting rid of my Xbox. That's what I got to get out of this press conference. When all is said and done, I have to feel like, damn, I should have never sold it, and I have to go get another one. If I don't feel that way, then they really didn't do nothing for me.
The only way that happens for me also is I don't know if you guys remember a couple years back when Xbox 360 did E3 and they announced fucking like 20 games, bro. It was crazy. And they're like, and there's a demo on right now, Xbox Live. And there's a demo for this, and there's a demo for that, and there's a demo for this. And there was like demos crazy going on.
yeah,
That was fucking awesome. Because you could download fucking Burnout Paradise or whatever the fuck it was and demo it right then and there for yourself. You could demo everything. And that was in the time when Microsoft said that every game had a playable demo before launch. Stuff like that.
yeah.
So I mean,
remember that. Mhm.
back in the day. So I mean, I think stuff like that gets people excited if there's some type of way you can play and do stuff like that.
Yeah, well, it's year 3. It's going into year 3 for this new console. Well, it's not that new anymore, so maybe we'll get those type of things now because a lot of it seems like a lot of content is going to be, or both of these consoles going to depend on digital. digital distribution. So these demos can be delivered to us very quickly. And it would be awesome for Microsoft to say, you know what? We have the Gears of War remastered coming out. You can play a demo today. You can play the first level today. That would be freaking awesome if Microsoft can come out and deliver something like that to us. I would like to see something unforeseen. Maybe backwards compatibility via software, or maybe Windows 10 comes out today for both the PC and the Xbox One, and we could start streaming the Xbox One to our PCs, to our Windows 10 devices.
Yeah.
I would hope. I'm hoping that we get something unforeseen, unpredictable. I was speaking with Guije yesterday, and we both agreed that this is the first time in a while for E3 where we really don't expect. We don't know what to expect. Like, we can't really predict anything. And that's awesome, because that is how it used to be back in the days. Because nowadays, everybody's reporting leaks, everybody's reporting rumors. Some of them are purposely leaked. And the element of surprise is usually gone. And I believe that's why a lot of things don't impress us as it used to before. Watching the Bethesda press conference yesterday, seeing how excited people got for Doom and Fallout 4, and everything they showed was getting an ooh and an ah. And that brought back time, the memories of how it used to be.
And it was a good conference. To me, I thought it was a very solid press conference.
Exactly. And you notice that they dropped the bomb, no pun intended, by saying that Fallout 4 is coming out this year. We didn't expect that.
That was crazy. That and the Fallout Shelter, when he was like, you could download it right after this conference.
Like, that Fallout Shelter got me more by surprise. But right before they announced it, they brought the Fallout screen back onto the thing. And when they first started showing the game, I was like, wow, this game looks so polished. This thing is coming out fucking soon, It's coming out soon. I was smiling. I was like, this is coming out soon. And they put right before they announced the actual launch date, they put the game Fallout and then the Vault 111 right under it. I go, that looks like November 1st.
So I didn't think
that looks like 11/1. But sure enough, I put it on Twitter, November 1st, and then like 2 seconds later, he goes, November 10th.
Yep.
November 10th. So
I was like, yes. What soldier smoking?
I thought it was going to be maybe like a spring game. I was like, there's no way they're going to throw it into this holiday season where it's already jam-packed.
Well, they said they've been working on it since 2009.
Yeah, well, that's what he did say.
When he said that, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is coming out sooner than we expect. But it's great. It's great to see. And it's also a breath of fresh air where nothing was leaked.
No?
Nothing was leaked.
There was rumors of the Boston stuff.
A lot of rumors. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right. There was nothing like that, especially, dude, Fallout has got to be my favorite video game series of all time. Above Destiny, above Halo, above Mass Effect. Mass Effect's right under there, by the way, But Fallout is just... I feel like whacking off and shooting up on my TV screen when I see it.
Well, we know what Soldier's going to be doing half of this Christmas season. It'll be Fallout.
Oh my god, dude! November 1st until
crazy,
the day I die.
Because I remember between Fallout 3 and Vegas, Soldier was on that shit hardcore.
Check it out. In like, let's say 1 month span, we're gonna have Halo 5, Fallout 4, a few weeks later, and then we're gonna have Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
That's insane, man. Like, where do we find time? Because I'm gonna be playing multiplayer for Halo 5.
You know what that means, right? Come Christmas, don't buy all those games because you're going to find them Black Friday.
Exactly. You're going to have to be very selective as to what you're going to play, because Destiny, I'm starting to get into Destiny now, heavy.
Well, you've been
heavier than before.
I know, but you haven't played in a while. Well, Soldier left us. Soldier just left.
You know what? I was going to talk about that on the Future PGR, but we're 5 minutes away. I can't stand the fucking elitist players on Destiny, bro.
Nah.
Golfret mainly number
Dude,
one.
Don't you remember Halo? Don't you remember Call of Duty? How there were elitists in that, people that thought that they had the skills, and especially Halo, where even Rainbow Six 3, I remember playing Rainbow Six 3, and people would look at your rating or your rank, and they'd be like, "Well, you know what? Can you please drop out so we can bring somebody else
Oh
in?"
yeah, you have that in Destiny. Yes, you do.
Yes, that's the part that I hate. Because unlike other games, Destiny, your rank actually matters. If you're level 36 and you got a level 33 with you, you know it's going to be a hell of a fight. You don't want that 33, so you start looking for 36s and 35s, you know? And Golfred is notorious for that shit. Oh, yeah, I can't play right now, guys.
No.
And then let Six Bones or somebody else sign in. Hey, Six Bones, you want to do the trials?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh? You want to do the
Oh
trials?
shit.
Paul Golfred.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he's really the reason I don't play Destiny anymore. I
Oh,
gotta say.
damn.
Yeah, so I mean that I gave up. I played it right when I got back, and everybody's teaming up to do things, and then they just left me alone. They're like, fuck you, soldier. You're not high enough to play with us anymore.
Yeah, no, but that it does happen in Destiny because even like me, I'm a 33. So since I'm not like a 34, I have to like claw my way and look for people to do missions with me.
Exactly.
It's just like, oh, okay, I guess.
3 minutes, folks. 3 minutes. And
So
I
we'll
wanna
be
thank
back.
everyone who was watching, all 4 of you.
Yes.
This will be on YouTube after the stream is over, and it will be at talkingaboutgames.com as well. Also, you can check out every episode of the Post Game Report on iTunes at talkingaboutgames.com. Make sure you subscribe to us. And we also have a few other podcasts on the website.
And we're jumping on right after the press conference, right?
Yeah, we're going to do a full audio podcast. That would be episode 323.
All right, so then I'm gonna.
So what do you guys want to do? You guys want to sit here and watch?
I mean, we could. It's just hard.
Okay.
You know, it'll be hard to podcast because everybody gonna be all into it.
Oh yeah. We're definitely going to be quiet. That's why I invited a few people so that we're not screaming over each
Okay, so
other.
put on your
We did
shoes. Put on your
previous
things.
events.
Put everything on. You gotta if you're gonna leave. Sorry about that. My daughter's
No,
here.
it's all
with
right.
me.
It's all right.
She had 3 of her tooth pulled, so she's being.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's no joke, man.
Well, that was the other reason too. I took a personal day. I try to schedule everything together so that I could be off for you.
The doctors are like,
Yeah.
your daughter needs emergency surgery, and then you're like, can you wait a few days?
Yeah.
Monday, please.
I'm like the earliest you can do. I got to be back home. I did everything early in the morning. I ran to the post office because I sold some of my amiibos, so I had to ship them out. I was just like running, doing everything just to get home in time.
Now, quickly on big shout out to the Pony Parliament. That is on Twitter, as I was saying, you could do a private group chat. So big shout out to those guys. They've been amazing with their freaking memes and their Photoshop skills. And somebody took a picture, interesting picture, of the stage for the Microsoft press event. It says Xbox. It doesn't necessarily say Xbox One. Now, probably not a big deal, but a lot of us have been speculating that the Xbox brand would be multi-dimensional, would be available on multiple platforms as a service. Could this be a sign that maybe the Xbox and PC become, or Microsoft focuses a little more on the PC side, bringing the Xbox services over to the PC, not get a stronghold on that market, but infiltrate that market, put their games out there so that there's a bigger audience available to buy their games, their exclusives, and also have the luxury of having the home console.
Darn. Well, wasn't that one of the features on the Windows that was going to be with the Windows?
Yes, but at first they made it sound like it was going to be just see a picture of your sister took of you.
What's the plan? Hey, we're gonna watch it because my TV's gonna be loud. I don't want to disturb you guys.
Yeah, well then we'll just jump on. We'll jump on when it's all over. This way nobody gets.
Yeah. So great idea. So fellas, ladies and gentlemen, those watching, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. There will be a full episode of the post-game report coming out. The press conference is about to start, so thank you once again, and we'll talk to you in about 2 hours.
Okay. See you guys.
Later.